All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're not just reading some ancient poetry, we're going to break down an ancient song, Psalm 33, to figure out what really makes it tick. We're going to look at its structure, its big ideas, the whole shebang. I mean, think about it. What really gives a song its power? So many songs are just background noise, right? But then there are the other ones. The ones that can start a movement, heal a broken heart, or just declare something so powerful that it rings true for centuries. They do more than just entertain us. They make a claim about how the world actually works.
And that's exactly where this song, Psalm 33, comes in. It's not just a feel-good tune. It's actually a carefully built argument, a huge declaration about power and hope, all wrapped up in a song.
So how does this thing kick off? Well, not with a quiet little intro, that's for sure. It just explodes right out of the gate with this loud, energetic command to perform. This is not a song for quiet reflection. It's a song meant for a massive celebration.
And listen to how specific these instructions are. It's not just, hey, sing a song. It's sing joyfully, play skillfully, and yeah, even shout for joy. This is a call for a top-tier, all-out performance. The song itself is supposed to be a major event.
Which leads to the obvious question, right? A command that big needs a serious reason behind it. So the psalm immediately shifts gears from the what, the call to sing, to the why. And that why is everything. It's the entire foundation of the song. And the reason for all this joyful noise? It all centers on one single concept, the power and the total reliability of God's word. This is the absolute core theme that the rest of the song is going to build on.
And here's the crucial part. The party isn't happening because of some temporary win or a fleeting emotion. The psalmist is saying it's all rooted in something that doesn't change, something you can absolutely depend on, the very nature and faithfulness of God, which is expressed through His Word.
Now hold on. When the psalm talks about the Word, it doesn't just mean text in a book or a casual promise. It's describing something much bigger, a dynamic, creative force that doesn't just talk about reality, it actually creates reality.
And to really show you what this creative force can do, the song just goes cosmic. We're talking about the heavens being made, the stars being formed by a simple breath, the oceans being gathered up. The image here is one of total, effortless power. He speaks, and boom, it happens.
Okay, so after setting up this unbelievable creative power, the song does something really dramatic. It slams on the brakes and introduces a major contrast. It puts God's eternal, always successful plans up against our temporary, often failing human plans.
And just look at this direct comparison. The language is so stark. God's plans, they stand firm forever. Human plans, they get foiled, thwarted. You couldn't get a clearer contrast. It's a bold statement about where the real power in the universe actually is.
And to really hammer this point home, the psalmist takes aim at the ultimate symbols of human power, kings, huge armies, the strongest warriors, and it just dismisses them. It says even the most incredible military power or physical strength isn't enough for true deliverance.
So, if you can't put your trust in armies, or your own strength, or even the best-laid human plans, then what's left? The song has built up this huge dilemma, and now it's finally ready to give us the answer, shifting the whole conversation to hope.
And to do that, it uses this incredible metaphor, the war horse. You gotta understand, back then a war horse was the peak of military tech. It was like a fighter jet or a tank today. And the song calls it a vain hope. It's basically saying that even our most awesome, powerful tools are ultimately a false promise.
Right here, this is the alternative. This is the big reveal. Hope isn't in what you can build or control. According to this song, hope is found in a relationship of reverence, that's the fear part, and trust in God's unfailing love. Security shifts from stuff you own to a relationship you have.
So now the song takes all these huge cosmic ideas and brings them right down to a super personal level. This last section isn't about creating the universe or the rise and fall of nations. It's about us, the people, and how we respond to everything we've just heard.
And you can see that response laid out in these steps. It's a progression, right? It starts with waiting and hope, which takes patience and a sense of dependency. That waiting then leads to genuine joy, which comes from a place of trust. And it all ends with a direct ask for that same unfailing love that was mentioned before.
And with that, the song has come completely full circle. It started with this huge command to shout for joy, and it ends by giving the ultimate reason why that joy is even possible.
It's a final, rock-solid statement of personal trust and reliance.
So, that kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? This ancient song was written for a world full of fragile kingdoms and plans that could fall apart at any moment. And when you look at our world today, with all of our own temporary plans and foiled ambitions, it really makes you wonder, what does a song of real, lasting hope actually sound like for us, right here, right now? Something to chew on.